Hey, what's going on, y'all? My name is RF from the RF Sports Radio Show, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the Mavs. Today is Mavs Monday. It's a new special we're going to be doing every Monday to talk about the Mavs, what's new, what's going on, stuff we heard in the locker room, stuff we're hearing from the coaching staff, to give you guys an inside look at what the Mavs are doing this season. So let's go. So today on Mavs Monday, the Mavs had their media day this Monday, and we got to hear from players, coaches, returning guys, new guys. But more importantly, we got to hear from KP for the first time. This is the first time he's really been able to address the media like this since exit interviews, and of course, since their exit from the playoffs in their Game 7 to the Clippers. The one thing I noticed about KP in this interview was he was smiling a lot, very excited. Some of the things he said, I got some quotes written down. Really emotional about starting the season. He's saying that they've got the best chemistry that they've had since the bubble. And if you guys remember, KP was on a tear in the bubble until he got hurt and had to miss the rest of their playoff run. Now, as you know, things didn't end quite well between him and Luka in that locker room. More importantly, things didn't end well with him and the coaching staff with Rick Carlisle. Well, Rick is gone. Enter Jason Kidd, who was energetic at the press conference today, talked a lot about KP, and talked about how he wants to put KP in position like he was in New York to be another annual All-Star that he was when he was in New York. That's where the unicorn was born. That's actually what Jason Kidd said on Mavs Media Day today.
And KP, yeah, I think his goal is to put me in the situations where I can be the best player. Take the most out of my skill set. And that's extremely important. That also, for me, that gives me confidence that he wants me to be comfortable out there, and he tells me that if you have anything, communicate. If you want to, whatever, how you want yourself to be used, let me know, and we could talk about it and figure out ways. So that's for me as a player, that's huge, and I think that's a really good first step, in terms of building and being a good team. Yeah, I think it's just going to be more of my game. I'm going to be able to post up more and be used in those situations. And I was used a lot as just a spacer and shooting threes. And I feel, that's not my whole game. There's more things to my game. But yeah, I learned a lot of things. I adjusted my game as I needed to, but I'm looking forward to being utilized the best way. Yeah. That's something we're gonna work and see how it all looks. I want to do what's best for the team, how we can be the best. I don't want to clog up the paint now because I have the green light to be more in the post. I want to open up for Luka to drive, for Timmy to have these opportunities, but I also want to be utilized in a way where I can help the team. So that's going to be for us to work on now during the preseason and as the year starts.
And KP's talked about how he wants to post up more, play in a low post, be more of a really a hybrid kind of 4 and 5, and even get back to being more of a defensive player in the paint, which the Mavs need, of course, especially in the Western Conference. But they also need a great scorer to complement Luka as well. So for that, I'm going to say KP going into this season has a lot on his shoulders in terms of a chip on his shoulders, wanting to do well, wanting to get back to that all-star caliber player. And he very well may be the most important Mavericks player of this season. I know Luka is Luka, don't get me wrong. I know he's right there. He's going to get a lot of headlines doing all the stuff that he does. But without that complement of KP, this team cannot go as far as it wants to go. So I'm going to be really looking for how KP performs during training camp, if he can stay healthy to start the season. And we're going to find out how well this team can be under Jason Kidd, I think, pretty early in the season. So the Mavs start this season in about 3 weeks. We're going to be going to training camp today, hearing from the players and coaches again, see how that's going. But they're so excited to get started. But I wanted to focus a lot on KP today. So you guys leave your comments, leave everything below. Make sure you leave a comment about what do you think KP is going to do this year. How good is he going to be? How important he is to the team? I want to hear some feedback from you guys too. But that does it for another edition of Mavs Monday. We'll be back next Monday and reporting live from training camp. Stay tuned, RF Sports Radio.